How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So we are up at the shop, which means we are either buying or selling something. In the case of today's episode, we are doing both. Well, in fact, we've actually done one of them already. So if you look at our money, we have got a grand total of $9. Yes, 9. But don't worry, don't panic. I was panicking a little bit when when the reality hit me of how much we are going to have left after that purchase. But we're fine because we are going to be selling some stuff and we should get a decent amount of money back. So what did we buy? That we'll get to in a second. What are we selling? Well, we are selling our sprayer. We are selling our fertilizer spreader. And we are selling our lime spreader. So hopefully we get a decent amount of money for this. We are going to sell that for 48,561. That is the lime spreader. Had that for 50 days. The sprayer we've had for 45 days. That is almost $70,000, which is fantastic. And then the fertilizer spreader is 29,209, and we've also had that for 50 days. So there we go. That is sold. The contents of it has been cleaned out, so we don't have to worry about that. And that pushes up us back up to $147,717. So what did we buy? So obviously with what we just sold, you would have some sort of an idea possibly of what we bought. And yeah, without any further ado, this is what we bought. Ta-da! Well, there we go. So we bought a really cool piece of equipment, actually. I love this thing. It's so cool. It's a 4940 John Deere. And this is a sprayer configuration that it is in at the moment. But the cool thing about it is the whole back part of this disconnects. And then we can change it to a spreader configuration. And we paid a grand total of a smidge over $354,000 for basically a package deal. So I was looking at this piece of equipment and there was a sale on. So I had a chat to the dealership, and well, firstly, the sale was only available to new vehicles, which I guess makes sense from the dealership's point of view. Secondly, by the time I decided to pull the trigger on something like this, well, the sale had ended, so we didn't get the sale discount on this, but this is a second-hand piece of equipment which they had available. I didn't really want the sprayer configuration of this because I don't think we'll probably use it that often. But unfortunately, they said it's sort of all or nothing. It was a package deal. This is the price and you get all of this. So what we got is we got the vehicle itself, we got the sprayer, and then we got 2 spreader buckets, which is perfect because one for fertilizer and one for lime. So yeah, that is basically what I was after, the 2 spreader buckets. And like I say, the sprayer over here, I wasn't too keen on getting it, but it is a top of the range sprayer. I mean, this thing has got all of the bells and whistles, so it is a very, very good one. So yeah, I mean, it was part of the deal, and we got quite a lot of money back for our other sprayers, so I'm fine with it. We are back up to just about $150,000, or almost 150. So it's fine. It's part of the deal. That's basically it. We have to sort of go with it. If that is what they say and we want it, then well, we have to go by their rules. So it's fine. No problem at all. I mean, we'll probably only use it again sort of with the next planting season, I guess, when we have to spray off weeds and things, unless we do that mechanically. But if we need it, it's there, it's fine. But this is such a cool piece of equipment. I love it. It's really, really cool. It's something quite different, something that I don't get to use that often. And I think it's going to be a really, really, really good fit on the farm. So we are actually going to be putting this straight to use today. Not the sprayer though. We are going to switch over to the spreader configuration. And if you're wondering where all of that is, well, that has already been delivered to the farm for us. And everything was serviced. All of the components was serviced by the dealership at their cost. So that is good. It was just sort of part of the deal. Everything is cleaned up and serviced by them. So no cost to us for that, which is good. I mean, save where you can, I guess. Right, so we are going to get this disconnected. I think this is going to be its home. The entire vehicle's home is going to be over here. The spreader will leave here with it. And yeah, basically the legs pop out like that, and then we just drive out. Awesome, that's really, really cool. So, yeah, I think the vehicle is going to live there with the sprayer, because we don't really have space up here to put the sprayer. So we've only got the 2 spreaders over here, which is fine, the spreader buckets. So similar thing, they've just got legs, we'll reverse in underneath it and hook it up to the vehicle, and we should be good to go. So I think this is the lime bucket. So all of the contents that we had in the other trailers and things has been shifted over to this, except for the herbicide that is still sitting there in an IBC. So there we go. We've got a little bit, 5.6 tons of lime in here. We'll head up and top it off, or fill it up, and we'll head out to the field. Yeah, I'm quite excited to use this piece of equipment. I think it's really cool. And if you're wondering about the animals, normally we start the episode and sort of take care of the animals. I did that very early this morning because I knew I was going to be busy with equipment purchases and that sort of thing, and sorting everything out with the dealership. So yeah, and we were just moving a lot of equipment up and down, and yeah, it was busy. So I was up very, very early to get all of the animals looked after and sorted out, because I want to try and get the 2 grass fields limed and seeded today. So if we can manage that, that means that the big John Deere will come out to play, which is always fun. I always enjoy that. Taking the big John Deere out into the fields is always a pleasure. So yeah, we're going to take the lime out to the field. We'll do the small one first, and then we'll head over to the other one. This vehicle has GPS equipped, which is fantastic. We won't be using GPS today because, well, this field over here we'll probably only do like, I don't know, 3 or 4 passes with GPS, and then we'll have to do it manually anyways. And the other field we can't really use GPS at all. It is not a GPS friendly field, as I like to call them. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's a new piece of equipment. I do not mind driving it by hand at all. So let's see what the spreading width is like on this thing. Goodness me, that is pretty impressive. I think it's sort of on the upper scale of spreading width. I don't think it is the absolute widest spread that you can get in terms of other vehicles that are available on the market, but it's up there. It's pretty good in terms of the spreading width, so I'm quite happy with it. The other thing that I just noticed is the operating speed. I do not have this overwritten or anything, and we are running at 35 kilometers an hour. That is quite impressive, actually. To be honest, it's almost uncomfortable, because it's, yeah, that's really, really quick, but it's good. It's fine. If that is the suggested operating speed, then that is what we are gonna run it at. No point in going any slower and wasting material and time. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I love this. I think this is gonna be so much fun to use around the farm. And like I say, even if we get to use the sprayer at some time, I think that'll be quite a big improvement over the trailer version that we had. But I think what we are going to do is we are going to jump into a time lapse. We are going to get the liming completed on this field, then we'll head over and do the other grass field as well. I think we are going to use quite a bit of lime on that other field. It is big, so we'll probably have to come back for a refill once or twice, but that's fine. Doesn't take too long at all. So yeah, we're going to get this all knocked out, and then hopefully we can grab the big John Deere, get that out of the shed, get all of that ready and going, and yeah, get some seed in the ground. So yeah, for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is job complete, and I got everything cleaned up and loaded off and disconnected, and we are basically back here with the sprayer. So yeah, that is good to go for when we need it again. And at least now the big John Deere over here is not going to be all lonesome in the shed, so that's good. Right, we have to grab the seeder and get all of that filled up. I don't know how much seed and fertilizer is in there. And we need to head out to the fields and get this done. Right, and that one first. That seeder is quite difficult to get out of there, so I might actually grab this, pull it out, and then just grab the other one and pull that out, rather than attaching this to the other one. Otherwise, yeah, it just kind of gets stuck normally. A little bit difficult to maneuver it in between the posts there if it's attached to the other trailer. Okay, line this up so we don't get anything stuck. I think that is probably good enough. Famous last words. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing through there. Yeah, clipped a post. Nothing major. It was just a wheel. Alright. Alright, let's get this thing assembled and get out to the fields. I want to get this grass done. I mean, we'll obviously have to do some fertilizer as soon as we sort of hit the first growth stage, but that's fine. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll probably be in harvest by the time that happens, so we might have to interrupt harvest a little bit to get fertilizer on the field, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right, how are we for seed? Oh no, we've got quite a bit, so I think we're just gonna leave that in there. I don't know if we'll use that much. But I think we are gonna have to go around the back here. This is not gonna fit through any of the other entrances, I don't think. And maybe I was thinking maybe starting on this field, but no. I think we'll go around. We'll do the small field first, and we'll come back and do the field back there. That is a big field. That is a very, very big field. I don't think seeding is going to take too long, though, because this is a pretty massive seed drill. So, yeah, I think we'll be maybe 15-20 minutes in real time. Obviously, for you guys, it'll be much, much quicker because we are going to do this in a time lapse. Otherwise, the episodes will be 2 hours long. But, yeah, I'm glad to get all of this sorted out now. The grass field that we originally made, the small one that we're heading to now, it was a little bit bothersome that it wasn't limed. You just feel that you aren't getting the optimal yield from that field. I mean, we do have a lot of grass, a lot of silage, although our grass bales are getting a bit low, so hopefully this grows pretty quickly so we can get some more grass bales again. I did see that stocks on grass bales are slightly limited at the moment, but yeah, it should carry us through until these fields have grown enough to get cut. And yeah, we'll just have to sort of play it by ear, I guess, and take it as it comes. We've got so much hay, so we don't have to worry about hay at the moment. So if we do cut this field, probably the first cut would just go straight to grass bales and no hay bales at all. And yeah, hopefully harvest is gonna, I think harvest is probably gonna be up soon. I don't know if it'll be the next episode. Probably not, to be honest. I think maybe 2 episodes from now we'll get into harvest. Maybe the next one, I don't know. It depends on how quick the crops grow. At the moment they are in the final growth stage, but I'm not quite ready to harvest just yet. And there's going to be a lot of work because we've got the diesel that we have to make, and we have got the CCM, and we've got potatoes that we have to deal with, washing them, sorting them, all of that. So yeah, a lot of work. Right, drop that down, turn that on, and let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so everything's functioning correctly, and we are planting some grass. Let's get our line sorted here. Yeah, pretty straight. I'm just going to hand plant all of this. I'm not going to bother with the GPS. But yeah, we are going to jump straight back into a time lapse. I do apologize for all of the time lapses. I know some of you enjoy them, some of you don't. So if you don't, then sorry. And yeah, it's just the nature of some of the episodes where we do a lot of field work and things in an episode. Then it just makes sense to put all of that into a time lapse. So yeah, we're going to get going, or get this knocked out, and then we'll head over to the big field, get that knocked out. So yeah, this is probably going to take a decent while. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, that is all of the seeding complete, and yeah, that was a pretty big job actually. That took about 22-23 minutes in total. That second field is big, and even the mighty 500 horsepower John Deere, which I love dearly, no pun intended, was struggling on that hill. There's quite a steep hill in one area of that field, and yeah, even the mighty John Deere was struggling to pull the seeder up that hill there. But it made it, and everything is fine. All of that is done and dusted, which I'm very happy about, because now we can sort of move on to other things, which is probably going to be, I would think, harvest very soon. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, how long the crops take to get into ready to harvest effectively. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. The animals, they're still doing well, so we don't have to worry about them for too long. But we'll see, possibly harvest in the next episode. If the crops are ready, we will start harvesting in the next episode. We'll keep an eye on those 2 grass fields, because we need to do some more fertilizer there in the near future, I think. So yeah, we'll see. We'll have to just sort of take it how it comes at the moment, really. If the crops are not ready to harvest in the next episode, well, then I don't really know what we're going to do. We'll have to find something to keep ourselves busy. But we're going to leave it there for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.